This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Ben Davison, Shabaz Masoud. Right. Never have we heard such brutal honesty after a fight as that. Yeah. Can you talk us through the fight and your initial reaction straight after?
Yeah, I thought it was a close fight. I thought I did enough. But honestly, I'm my own worst critic. I come back to the corner, I was like, oh, I want it, but like not good enough. It should have been better than that. So it's just one of them. You live and you learn.
What did you make of Eddie and Ben's honest reaction ringside? It must be sobering to hear that, but also you don't want people blowing smoke up your backside either, do you?
Me, I've never wanted yes men around me. That's why I've got a good team around me. There's no point, especially as a young fighter developing as well. You don't need people like that. And I honestly, even myself, like, I can't remember the last time I dropped rounds in fights, but I felt like this was closer. So I was like, ooh, I felt like I did enough, but I thought it was close. So it's one of them.
Ben, as his trainer, how do you score the fight as the fight's going on, and what advice do you give before we got to the 10th round?
Yeah, I said to him that he needed the 10th round, and I think that could have ended up being a deciding factor, that he did dig deep and he showed a lot of heart, which we know that he's got. Ideally, it shouldn't have got to that point where the fight was that close, but you know, I did a little piece with DAZN before the fight, and we've said all along that Sam Martin's an underestimated character, and the fighters that have beat him, you know, the likes of Navarrete, he's a freeweight world champion now, I think, and Lara, who was obviously a world champion, and he went 12 rounds with Navarrete. So stylistically, we also knew it was a tough fight. It was Shabaz's first time headlining, and on top of that, it was only his 12th fight, and on top of that, he's had a year out of the ring. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. But with those things taken into consideration, it was below par, and you know, we're honest, and responsibility shared between the team. It's not just on Shabaz, it's on all of us, and collectively we need to make sure next time there's a bit of a statement made.
Last one for me. I know it's a cliche, but some people would class that as a learning fight.
Yeah, 100%. Like the whole point at this level is all about learning, and you need to fight guys like that to learn. And obviously stylistically as well, he was a very tough matchup for me. You'd say that as well. Lee Wiley would say that, and obviously I come through it, showed a lot of heart, showed I can fight in the pocket as well if I wanted to. I can dig deep, and one of them, man, you just live and you learn, and I just want to get back in the gym now.
Shabaz, we know Ben and Lee are quite thorough in their preparation. They like to do a lot of research on opponents. Was there anything he did tonight that surprised you, though?
To be honest with you, the plan was very good, but honestly I didn't stick to it. And I'm going to be truthful with that, I didn't stick to it. There was moments in the actual fight where when I started doing the right thing, I was getting success with it, but there wasn't enough of it. But a lot of the time I was getting dragged into staying there fighting with him. But it's one of them, you live and you learn, man.
I know you said that you went straight back to the corner to bed and said, I'm going to be straight back in the gym next week. What do you want to do next? What kind of level do you think we need to see you at?
Honestly, man, whatever the team say, I'm ready for. You know what I mean? I just want to get back in the gym in a few weeks, let my hands heal. He's got a big head, like. So just get back in the gym and just get back to it.
Ben, just one from me. I know, like we were talking about, that yourself and Eddie were fairly critical in your assessment of Shabaz tonight, but you said there about him being young and still learning. How much do you think he will take from that? No matter how we criticise or analyse it, that's good rounds against a world level opponent.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out, aren't we? And that's what it's all about. I can sit here and say next time he's going to come out and blow someone away with a first round knockout, and he's going to do this and he's going to do that, but the proof's in the pudding. So we need to make sure that next time things are put right, and he performs at the capability that we know he's able to.
Any regrets, guys, that maybe you didn't take an easier touch, a more straightforward fight tonight?
No, I think situations like this are really important along the way, and I think they a lot can be taken from them. So while we're not best pleased with the performance, I actually don't mind situations like that, because I think what happens next tells us a lot about, you know, where we're going to end up going. So yeah, I don't mind. We're disappointed right now, obviously. Disappointed we won, do you know what I mean? But in terms of standards all round, but at the same time, I think situations like this can be a blessing, because we'll certainly go back and look at, as I said, the responsibility shared. We'll go back and look at why certain things weren't done, the performance wasn't up to scratch, and Shabaz will do the same, things that he can improve on, and we'll look at what we can improve on collectively. So yeah, I don't mind situations like this.
And Shabaz, how much will this motivate you for your next fight?
Honestly, I just want to improve, man. That's the biggest thing for me. And like you were saying, have you got any regrets? Like, I've got no regrets. I'm glad I took a fight like that. It's 12 months out. 3 weeks ago, I was really ill, COVID. Like, I didn't really tell anyone the week before, and I still wanted to fight, but it was one of them. But I showed a lot of heart. Stood in there with a world ranked opponent, but I won the fight. I felt like I won the fight, and alhamdulillah, just moving forward now.
You've had a taste of headlining as well, Shabaz. What did you make of that, being the main guy tonight?
It was a lot of pressure, you know, man, a lot of nerves, but it was good, man. It's quite far from Stoke, Newcastle, but the fans travelled up, so I just want to say thank you to everyone.
First of many headlines?
Inshallah.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.